At mid-afternoon, more than 300 federal workers were still missing.
We have two crews on the scene, so for the very latest on the tragedy, let's check first in live with Dawn Tongish, who is live in Oklahoma City. Dawn.
Mark, as you can see, the devastation here is just incredible. That is the office building right behind me. From the way it has been torn apart, it almost looks like a war zone. It's still very chaotic here. Many of the streets are blocked off because it's a volatile situation. Right now it's also very frantic because the search for survivors is now underway. Rescue crews are scouring the destroyed building floor by floor, trying to find anyone who may still be alive and trapped inside. Now, when the blast happened, there were about anywhere between 500 to 900 people, and many of those are still unaccounted for. A triage unit of medical staff is located very close to the structure to treat any of those who may be pulled free and who may need medical attention. We're also told that this triage unit is also serving as a morgue. Of course, the rescue efforts right now are extremely difficult. It's very tedious work. Our Lachelle Yates has been on the front lines talking with some of those who are trying to find survivors. How is it going for them?
Dawn, they say it is still very tedious. They can see people, but they can't reach them. It's very frustrating for them. They say it could take up to 3 days to make it through all of the building. They're being hampered by several factors. It's been raining off and on all day. It looks like it's about ready to pour down now. Pretty soon it's going to be getting dark, so they're going to have to bring in some lights. They're also fighting the possibility of additional bombs and building instability. A scare, though. A rescue worker found a rocket launcher and a small military-type shell on the second floor that had fallen from an ATF office higher up in the building.
If there had been a secondary device, that the type of explosion, a tremendous explosion, initial explosion, would have detonated those also. So they feel sure there's nothing else in the building.
The workers are still being careful, and that makes their slow people trapped under the rubble.
We know there are definitely people some floors right now that we haven't been able to get to yet.
Rescue workers can see and touch people, but they can't reach them. There are unconfirmed reports of up to 100 people trapped, but workers are also worried about the stability of the building.
There's some questions that even the added weight that rescuers have may cause something to happen, so we're being real restrictive there.
There are about 60 to 70 people working inside the building now. They are working to free one person. They think they're going to have to amputate their leg to get them out of the building. Now, they are sending in a special team from Phoenix to come in, and they have some special equipment that they can use to try to hear and look for people underneath the rubble.
I'm sure they'll be working around the clock.
Yes, I'm sure they will.
Thank you, Lachelle. We also have reports tonight. There are now 20 confirmed deaths. Authorities have another casualty among the rubble. While the search for survivors still continues, authorities are also trying to find out who set this bomb that injured and killed so many people. We do have a description of the suspects. Two are described as Middle-Eastern in appearance, wearing blue jogging suits. Both of those men have dark hair, beards, and mustaches. Now, the third person, the driver of the getaway vehicle, they're on that person. Now, authorities believe that these three men fled in a brown pickup truck with tinted windows. Now, that truck has since been traced to a rental agency at the Dallas-Fort Worth airport. So they're looking for any new leads on who might have sent this bomb. And this bomb was a huge bomb, 1,000 to 1,200 pounds. And authorities certainly say that with that huge a bomb, you cannot rule out terrorism. So Mike and Mark, still many unanswered questions here tonight.
All right, Dawn and Lachelle.
Thank you, Dawn.